Hello my friends, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. This is Whitney with Faith, Trust, and Christ, and if you are new here, we like to take you on travel adventures, share a lot about Disney, and do some reviews. So today on the channel, we are going to be talking about magic bands and doing a magic band plus review. So what are magic bands? Magic bands are these bracelets. They're really nice if you've never heard of them, but they hold your room key. Like if you're staying on property, you just scan your magic band, go right into your room. Really nice. It also holds your park tickets. It can also hold your credit card. If you have the dining plan, they will just scan your magic band. You don't even have to think about it. It's just really nice to have these. This is the original one. And this is the Magic Band Plus, if it will focus. It's not charged right now, but if you do have it charged, I had it flipped upside down. I'm sorry, guys. You can click on it and it will light up whenever you hit it pretty hard. When you scan it, it lights up as well. When you scan into the parks or scan into your hotel room, pretty neat. So one thing you may be asking, if you've never been to Disney World, you're thinking about going, do I really need a magic band? Personally, I would say yes. For me and my family, it just makes things a little more convenient, but do you have to? Absolutely not. You do not have to. You can actually go to guest services once you arrive at the parks. They will give you a little card, tell them that you don't have a magic band. The card will make it easier for you and your family just to pull out. Just looks like the old park tickets. You scan it to get into the parks. You scan it if you buy Genie Plus, that kind of thing. Also, you can use the My Disney Experience app, and I believe it's under tickets and passes. You just scan each and every ticket on your My Disney Experience app. So you'd have to scan my name, Whitney, and then once that's scanned, you go to Davy, so forth with the kids. And then for Genie Plus, same thing, you would use your phone, the My Disney Experience app, and scan each and every one individually. It does take a little bit of time. I have noticed quite a few families who have done that. It does take them a little bit of time, but cast members are always helpful if you have any trouble or if you have any questions. Also, using the My Disney Experience app, it is free, so that is free, but magic bands, you do now have to purchase them. They used to be free, but unfortunately, they are not now. So I believe I've already said this, but I want to kind of reiterate it. If you are planning to purchase your magic bands, purchase them before your trip. Use your My Disney Experience app and purchase your magic bands. If you have any questions about the My Disney Experience app, I have a whole playlist walking you through each and every step of My Disney Experience app, including how to purchase your magic bands, so you can check those out if you are in need of that. So the regular magic band actually came out in 2013. I believe, if I remember correctly, they were just the solid colors and then they upgraded from there. So your regular magic band is gonna be a lot cheaper than your Magic Band Plus. Magic Band Plus came out after the 50th anniversary. There's not too many more pros to it than the regular magic band, but we'll get into it. I will say you can take showers in these. These can get wet if you go to the water parks. You don't have to worry about that. If you want to leave it on your kid all week, you're welcome to. But they can get wet, so don't worry about it getting messed up when you wash your hands or anything like that. So your regular magic bands, this is mine as I have shown you. Disney says that they last for about a year or two. I've had mine for about 3 years now. I absolutely love this one, super cute. It did come out, I knew that the linking process to my Disney Experience app, it was gone. So that's how I knew I probably should go ahead and either upgrade or get another magic band. So that's why I went ahead and got the Magic Band Plus. So let's talk about the Magic Band Plus. So some of the pros of that is it does light up. Mine's not gonna light up at the moment because again, it's not charged. When you hit it or when you scan into the parks or during the nighttime shows, it will light up and vibrate, which is pretty cool. You can also change the lighting sequence to fit your theme, whatever you want. It does go ahead and pick a theme to kind of go with the Magic Band. And you can even change that in your My Disney Experience app. Go to the menu button, go to your Magic Bands, and then go ahead and click your name, and then you can find the lighting sequence and pick a theme that best suits your needs for your trip. So another cool thing that the Magic Band Plus does is you can interact with all the statues around Walt Disney World. You just give it a wave and it will talk back.
Merry Christmas to you, friend.
So another pro is the Magic Band Plus is supposed to last longer, not charge, but last longer than like the regular Magic Bands. They last about 1 to 2 years on the My Disney Experience app. But these are supposed to last a lot longer, so I was wanting to test that out, see how it is. They are also supposed to work on the Disney cruises, as well as Disneyland and other parks, Disney parks around the world. I don't know, I've only been to Walt Disney World, so I don't know. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. So let's talk about the cons of the Magic Band Plus. So the one thing that Davey did not like about the Magic Band Plus is you have to charge it. And he was like, another thing to charge. So in our room with the cameras and everything else, had to charge it to the Magic Bands as well. So they send you this cord, and it's got little prongs. It goes in the back of your Magic Band, in the back, and you'll see you do have to connect it correctly, and it does snap into place, and you can kind of hear it. Make sure you get it in the right. That one didn't snap. There it is. And then you plug it into a block or into a USB charging port. Around Walt Disney World right now, there are a lot of hotels that do have like the USB. They're transitioning everything with hotels, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But I will say some resorts do not have as many USB ports along the walls and things. So if you want to take a couple of extra blocks with you from your home, I highly recommend that. So this may or may not be a con for you. It kind of was a con for me. But before every trip, you need to update your Magic Band Plus. Go into the My Disney Experience app, go into the Magic Bands. You'll see if your Magic Band needs to be updated. Before my trip, my December trip, we had to update all of the Magic Bands twice. Once when I received it, I charged it just to kind of see how everything was linked up, and I did have to link it before I updated it. It said that I had purchased a Magic Band Plus, but then again, I had to link it to the My Disney Experience app. Then once it was linked, I did have to update it. And then on the road down, I opened my app, and it said that all of our Magic Bands once again needed to be updated again, which was about a month later, so it wasn't like too long of a span. So we'll say maybe a week or so before your trip, go ahead, get your Magic Bands set up, linked, and updated. That may or may not be a con for you, just something to know. So my last con with Magic Band Plus is they're expensive, especially in comparison to the regular Magic Bands. You can now buy the Magic Bands, like the regular ones, $10, $15, depends on like the design. These guys, $30 if you find a good deal and up. I've seen them $60, $70 as well. Depends on like the design, seasons, everything. All depends on different things. But I will say, in comparison, they are a lot more expensive than the regular Magic Bands. So let's talk about some tips for your Magic Bands. But before we do, if you have stuck around, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this far, and we really appreciate you. But tips, you've probably seen it on my Magic Bands. If you follow me on Instagram, I've talked about it before. These bit belts, you guys, whoever invented these, genius. They help keep your Magic Band together. You can see where they both like connect, and you just slide it on and off, and it keeps your Magic Band on your wrist, your little one's wrist, everyone in your family. I highly recommend, because sometimes, even adults, your magic band kind of just wiggles loose and you unknowingly lose your magic band. So bit belts help with that. And you can find these bit belts on Amazon, Etsy. I'll have a link for you guys below, but they're really nice to have. They come in typically like a pack of 8 to 16, just depends on the company and who's selling it. But highly recommend these for your magic bands for your next trip. Also, if you do not want to purchase anything and you're like, Whitney, I don't want to purchase anything, you can use hair elastics. I actually have a ton in my hair right now. Just tie it, loop it twice or 3 times, go ahead and tie it, and then you can loop it around. I will say that typically when I used elastic bands before I got the bit belts, they did pop, so I did have to keep a couple extra in my diaper bag. But I will say bit belts, way to go. We've had these forever. I highly recommend them. Another tip is these magic bands, let me see if I can show you guys. They are one size fits all, which is great. But if you have little ones, they're not gonna fit your hand. But they have helped with that. They have these perforated edges. You just snap them off, snap it and peel it off. And I'll have a video just showing you how I do that. All right, my friends, I wanted to show you. Here is your magic band, and they all come in the same exact size, but if you have a small wrist or a child, there is one side, especially on the Magic Band Plus. I believe the old magic bands, it was both sides, and you just take this perforated edge and you peel it off. Here, let me get it started and I'll show you. Now you have a magic band that fits your little one's wrist, or if you have a smaller wrist, you can have it fit yours a little bit better. So very neat. Not sure if everyone knew that. All right, so my next tip is for you moms and dads with little ones. If they are under 3, they don't need a park ticket. But if they are 6 and under, you're gonna scan your magic band and then it's gonna ask for like a finger read. Go ahead and use your own fingers. If you have little ones, sometimes those little fingers, the scanner does not pick up very well. So moms and dads, go ahead and use your finger. That way, just makes the line go a little bit faster. Also, if you're like me, I've got 2 kids plus myself, so that's 3 different fingers. You will need to use the same finger with the same magic band. And if you forget, the cast member will help you. All good, they help you get through it. But even me, on long trips, I typically forget which one goes with which magic bands. But it does go a lot smoother than if your kiddo needs to scan. Once my little boy gets a little bit bigger, he'll get to scan his own. All right, so would we recommend as a family magic bands? Magic bands overall, yes. Get yourself a magic band for you and your family. It makes your Disney vacation a little more special, a little bit easier. Scanning into your hotel room, going ahead and scanning into the parks. It's really nice. You can use it as a credit card. Just know that it goes to your credit card. It's not free money like I wish it was. But anyways, they're pretty nice. I highly recommend getting yourself a magic band. I also recommend getting your little one's magic band. They love it. My kiddos get so excited to see what theme they would get for their magic band. They enjoy it. They enjoy scanning it at the parks. It's just another fun little thing that they get to do. Highly recommend it for you and your family. All right, so would we recommend the Magic Band Plus over the regular magic band? No. I'm sorry, and no, it's new, it's cool. There's just not enough perks. If there comes a point that there are more perks, go ahead and purchase it. I'll let you know they add more perks to it. But right now, in 2024, it's not enough perks. Yes, it may last a little bit longer, a couple years, but it was a really expensive magic band in comparison to your $15 magic band. So I highly recommend just going with a regular one in comparison. Now, if you're like, I really want a magic band, I think my kids would like it, absolutely, go ahead. kind of why we did it and the longevity of it. But I can't say it's better than the regular Magic Band. So I do have to say we really enjoyed having the Magic Band Plus. It was nice that we had it. It was cool that it lit up during the nighttime spectaculars. My kiddos really enjoyed that. But the thing that I did not like is coming back to the room and having to charge it every single night. I also didn't like that there is no specific place in your hotel room that has more than 2 of the USBs to charge. So I will say make sure to bring blocks. Like I said earlier, it would have been a lot simpler if Disney had like a specific place, since they are pushing Magic Band Plus, for you to charge it in your room, like one area, this is where the Magic Bands go. That way you don't have to be like, where's this one? Because all 4 of our Magic Bands in our rooms were everywhere other than where my extension cord is. I have a couple of USB ports on my extension cord. So I did have that, but I will say it would have been a lot easier if Disney had like a designated place, 4 or 5 USB ports just for your Magic Bands. So let me know in the comments if you like your Magic Band, if you've used it, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we will see you real soon. Have a blessed day, guys.